Where are we, Claire?
We're in Wetherspoons today.
We've come for his breakfast and we're going to have a little chat with you all to let you know what's happening with the channel, what's been happening, what's going to happen, and just basically get you caught up on the damp issue, where we're heading next, what we're going to be doing, and what we've done. So, first thing that we're going to do is order a breakfast from the bar. You love Wetherspoons,
I
don't
do,
you?
yeah. So what breakfast are you going to have? We know the menu inside out.
Do we?
Well, kind
Well,
of.
you must come in. The reason why we don't come in these is one, because we like to do independence, and two, because we've got dogs, but the dogs are at home, so we can come in here. But cheap breakfast. What are you gonna have?
Full breakfast with a cup of tea, refillable.
A cup of tea?
Yeah.
Right, I'll go and order. Right, so I've ordered refillables.
Thank you.
Interestingly enough, I haven't been in a Wetherspoons for a bit. You said that you know this inside out, but I haven't been. It must be over a year. There's a sign up, you get refillables when you buy a coffee.
Yeah.
But now what it's saying is that if you get hot chocolate or mocha, it's not refillable.
Oh.
Sugar tax.
Oh, I've seen that.
So
Yeah, that was something they changed recently. Yeah, that's
so every
right.
time you go back, you're going to pay a bit more.
Oh no.
Anyway, we're on table 6-7, and if you've got grandkids, you hear the 6-7.
No.
All kids are going around going 6-7, doing all this thing. Jeremy Vine were on about it over there.
What does it mean?
Nothing, but all schools are banning it, and it's like it's a big thing just
But
because
it doesn't mean anything?
No, it's because it's from something that came up online.
I'm so out of it. I mean, I know about this menu, but you know about 6-7.
I know.
So
What's the price for a pint in here?
the cheapest pint in here is £1.99 on a Monday club.
You see why people come. It's absolutely rammed in here, actually.
£1.99.
We're on a Monday morning and it's rammed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are here because we're going to give you an update on the damp issue. We went and had it fixed. We did a bit of filming then, and we hadn't got round to putting it up, but people are asking, you know, what's happened, and we've left it a bit of time. So we'll show you that from a different cafe in Huddersfield, and then we'll jump back here to Wetherspoons, and we're going to talk about that. Well, now we're Claire.
We're in a cafe called the Sons of the North.
And we're over in a place called Newsom in Huddersfield, and the reason that we're here is because we are here to rectify St Chris with a damp problem. Now, we've been sat here for about 6 hours and we've had that many coffees that we're probably a little bit twitchy. And then we just suddenly dawned on us that maybe it's better if we just tell you what's happening. So, as you know, we've had a bit of a damp problem. We've been to see Chris at Motorhome repairs over here, top guy, and he booked us in, which we got booked in about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he is now on with the repair. So he found out that there was a leak coming in from the inlet pipe, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And also the overflow, the sealant round that, and the overflow nozzle as well. He's just from us, and he's confirmed what he believed was the problem.
Yes.
It's definitely been coming from there, but now it is now watertight, and he's got these heaters, and he's got heaters on it now.
Professional dryers.
He's a professional dryer.
Yeah.
But the reason why he rung us is because he's got a call out for some lino that matches our lino that's in the motorhome, and he said, while I've been doing it, he said I've found a bit of bubbling under the lino in a certain area, and it looks like the lino had been taken up before and then glued back down. He said it's either that's happened or it's because there's water that's got underneath it. He says, but it looks like it's been took up and put back down.
Oh dear me.
We don't know who's done that, but that's what he said.
So somebody's possibly seen some water, had a look under the lino, thought, oh, I'll ignore that and put it back again.
Anyway, well, that's you got to think that Chris sees this stuff all the time, so it's like.
Yeah, no, I've got
Anyhow, Chris has got some photos to show us, so when we go back, I'm hoping that he's going to let me have them, and then I can put them up on here, and you can see what he's been saying. But he's sealed it now, and he's just waiting to see if we've got lino to match, because he said it's definitely watertight. Okay?
So that's good. So it's fixed.
So there's no more leaking. So that's done with, and he wanted to have the van all day so that he could get a really good reading. He says, whether I get that reading or not, we're going to have to cut out this bit of floor and put some new flooring in.
Which we kind of knew that might have to happen, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that will fix it.
Yeah.
So
we're a bit tight on time, as we always are, and you've got to leave in a
got to
bit.
go to work.
So, and I'm stranded, so I need to take the motorhome back.
Yep.
Then. So that's why we're not leaving it all day, but we're going to get as good a reading as what we can.
Yeah.
So Chris is going to find out if he can get this lino, and if he can get the lino, then we're going to
sort that.
have that put in. If not, we might have a little bit of a mismatch. We do have carpets, but he wants to do a proper job,
Of
doesn't
course,
he?
yeah.
So
Yeah. So the jury's out on the lino.
yeah, at this point in time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, that's better. So that's because it were on an angle, weren't it?
Yeah. See under there, look.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much as it was, but this, it is just stuck down so hard. If you look at that, it looks like it's had some kind of sealant put down to hold it down.
Right.
So what my plan was, I was going to cut it to here,
Yeah.
pull that back, and then dry all that bit out. But as you can see under there, there's a lump.
Yeah, I can see.
It's like in your press, but you couldn't see that when that were as it was.
Yeah.
When it were flat, that come to there.
Right.
So you couldn't see that, but that, it's, to me, that's either it's been lifted up once and it's been stretched, because that's what happens when you pull lino.
Yeah.
Once it's been glued down, but there, it just seems to go down a bit too much.
Right.
So that is possibly, but just, I mean, if I did do it, that is all I'd do. I'd go as far as to where it stops
Yeah.
being black. Cut it just as neat as I could to there, and then just put that small piece in and join it, but cut the floor to the edge and then just bond a new piece of floor in there.
Yeah. So I can see what you're saying with lino, that you've got like them lines, so you
Yeah, so you can join it and have it so that it matches with the rest of it. But as you can appreciate, if I'd have cut that out, how that goes and where it rips, it's just, there were no
it's not going to
way of
clean,
doing it
is
without wrecking it. 8, 9, showing.
So is it under 15% that's acceptable? Is
Under
that right?
20% before you start looking at doing anything to it.
So that's dried up quite a lot then.
And that's approved workshop.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, because it's been dry, apart from the last couple of days, has it been outside?
It has been outside, yeah, but I've got gaffer tape on, so.
So yeah, that's stopped anything coming in, hasn't it, that one? So yeah, I mean, yeah, it just could have dried that out. Again, you see, I mean, you don't necessarily have to, even if it's soft there, you can put wood hardener on it.
Yeah.
And dry it out with the wood hardener on if it's not gone too bad. If it's just too soft and you've just got a dink going down in it, I'd just cut that bit out anyway.
And take it out.
For the sake of, you know what I mean, a small piece.
Well, what we've been doing as well is we've been having normal heater on because pipes run there. So we thought, well, if we run that, we were lucky in that area, I guess, weren't we? You know.
Well,
so.
I've just had that little heater in under here, and I put it in here, facing downwards. I've had something under it just to point it downwards at that, so it's all. You can feel that's all still warm where it's been in.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it's basically just keep an eye on it. I mean, it's sounds daft, but because you've got that flap that lifts up at back there, you can lift that up yourself.
Okay.
And just have a look and make sure that there's no water, because you can tell obviously if there's water going on it, because it'll start getting slimy again.
Right. So just look out for
So if you lift it up and it's dry and it feels dry to touch, then it looks like we've sussed it.
So that were it. Chris sorted us out, and we're pleased to say that the damp issue is totally fixed. We've had plenty of rain. It's not in there. It's changed how I treat the motorhome big time.
What do you mean?
I'll not leave any water in or anything. I'm paranoid about it now.
Good. I don't think you were supposed to, were you?
Leave water in.
But we were quite relaxed about it, weren't we? We didn't understand it, not really.
Yeah, but, well, you can leave water in it, you can travel with it, it's just that it weren't set up properly. So yeah, so that's basically what happened. But as you can tell from what Chris said, it looks like it's been an ongoing thing, you know. It's been done before. The liner was stuck down his head really, really well, which suggests that that little section had been looked at. What blows my mind about it, though, is that they went and did a patch over it, but didn't fix the obvious thing that it were. Unless it weren't obvious at the time and the leak was starting.
Yeah, what a load of rubbish. It was obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? Why would you, like, patch it up?
Because you don't want the cost of hassle. Maybe you don't know how to fix it. Maybe inexperienced, you just don't know what to do.
Well,
Fudge
they're experienced enough to get a damp meter on it anyway. That's behind us now.
But that's good news, we're really pleased. So for the next year, we've got no damp issues.
No.
Fingers crossed, that's done.
Fingers crossed, unless another one springs a leak, pardon the pun. But yeah, but one thing I would say is, I think as motorhome and caravan owners, you've really just got to be on it with these damp issues, because we were lucky. You know, we've got to go back and just get things sorted out. But the floor itself, there's no damp on it at all.
Yeah. So the tip of the year from that then is, guys, when you get your hab checks done, make sure you look at the numbers.
Get the numbers. Yeah, that's it.
Really important.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. Make sure that you get your numbers, just so that you got something to measure against, because if those numbers are increasing, then it could say that there's an issue.
Really important. We were so naive to that as well. So.
And, you know, don't do what we were told when I remember specifically asking when we went for the motorhome, I said, you know, does it have a history of damp? And the reply was, it doesn't matter if it has or not, you've got a hab check that says there isn't any. And that
what
rings,
does that actually mean?
That rings in my head a lot. That I think I should have been a bit more vigilant. But first motorhome.
Anyway, we didn't know. We know now.
Thing is, as well, when you go and buy one, it's exciting, isn't it? So you've got to, you know, you're just like, oh wow. So that's the damp issue done with. So it's coming up to the end of the year. We were actually going to do. We've got this video planned, but it's come out earlier than where it should have done. We've got another video to do, but we've been rained off. Terrible rain today.
Yeah.
How much do you think 2 traditional breakfasts and 2 coffees were?
Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Thanks very much. How much?
Are these the small ones?
Wow, these are traditional ones.
£3.
£3?
Yeah.
Is that what they are?
I don't know.
Well, the bill came to £19.
Okay.
But
that's £3 then.
Well, no, £19. You get refills. Where are we? Go back. But that's because I bought something at the bar. Now you might not be very happy about this.
What, you bought something at the bar?
Yeah, but it's for charity.
Right.
So I thought it were a good cause.
Is that why it was £19?
Yeah. We've got some Wetherspoons top trumps for van.
That's fantastic.
Look at that, we can play that.
Yeah.
Wetherspoon, do you know what top trumps are? Have you played them before? They were a big thing when we were growing up, weren't they? So I'll look forward to beating you at that.
You won't win though, because I know a lot about Wetherspoons.
I thought you meant you knew a lot about trumps.
No.
We're going to eat this and then we'll get back to you. That is a good lesson, I think, because we go around travel places and some people think that we spend too much money on cafes, and you're probably right. However, we're doing it because we want to show you where to go, so we can't show you things unless we get in there. It's a nice pick of what we're doing. But it does go to show that, you know, that is a lot cheaper. That's probably a third of the price of places that we go.
So it was £10 for 2 breakfasts and 2 coffees?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's brilliant.
It's not the best sausage.
Well, you only paid a tenner.
I know. And you get refills.
So you don't expect the homegrown sausage.
Fine. But that leads us on to the question of what you'd like us to do next year, because you're in planning stage, aren't you?
Yeah, I love to do all the planning.
We've been doing this 3 years in February now, so as things go on, you get more and more data and you get to learn why you guys watch us. And this year's been no different. It's been very interesting to see what the most viewed videos are and what the least viewed videos are. So
the big reveal.
Do you want to hear them before we talk about what we're going to be doing next?
So the biggest video this year.
Just to give it some context, if you remember, I think pretty much to the day we sat down this time last year and we were talking about that we wanted to get 20,000 subscribers, and it felt like we couldn't get to it. It
Just
slows
wasn't
down.
happening, was it?
If you do this type of YouTube channel, when it gets to this time of year, it slows down a little bit, and there's loads of different reasons for it, and a lot of it is because there's a lot of people that aren't active in
not camping.
They're not camping, and you're not even looking for it, you're not even thinking about it, and because of that can stop your video getting out onto the main screens of YouTube because nobody's looking for it. So we're really grateful for you guys that stick with us through off season, because to be fair, now in our off season we get the same amount of views as what we used to do in the main season as we grow. But the top video of this year was, we did a video on how they were talking about scrapping diesel vehicles, and it were our beloved motorhome lifestyle, and it got picked up in a van life group, and it was brutal, and it was really nasty, and people that didn't even know we were commenting and saying we're this, that and other, and then somebody went on a massive rant, you remember that one, and was saying we're this, we're that, we're other, and then said, oh no, it's not them, that's somebody else.
They were talking about the wrong YouTube couple.
But you only do this for this, you only do that for that, and now we're just anyway.
So that was the biggest one, was it?
So it got pushed, So that was the biggest one, and then we had one about Caravan and Motorhome Club. That was big, and then there was the Newquay one, which actually we did one at Newquay, but even though that didn't get the most amount of views, that was the one that just went huge. Like the amount of views per day were huge, weren't they?
And we stand by what we were saying in that, actually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we learned quite a lot from that, because you can see what people watch us for. It's really interesting in YouTube, because you might watch us for something, but if we do something that you like, you might not like us doing that. You want to, and that was where we experiment with different stuff, and we did like a bit of a challenge thing, didn't we, in Bridlington, where we asked a stranger where we should go, and you hated that. Didn't we?
We ended up in Seacroft, didn't we? In Leeds.
But nobody liked that. They were a total misalignment. So, and that's going to happen, isn't it? As we experiment with different things, then that is, that's going to happen. And
so we're not going to do a challenge again, are we?
Probably not, but we find these things out, take it on chin, and you move forward. But there's some things that we've experimented with that have done well. Where we've been to Egypt, we went to Mexico, we've been to Benidorm, and they did really well. So it's all about just trying to find things that there's a crossover with, because we're not all just on campsites, are we? We know there's other parts of his life, so we're trying to move forward. But from January to July, we know that you guys watch us to get inspiration or nostalgia for where you've been before. So we want to ask you, what kind of things do you want to see next year?
Where shall we go to?
What style are you looking for? Do we want to have budget, middle of the road, luxury? Do you want the club sides? Do you want to see independents? Do you want to see CLs? Do you want to see an abroad trip? Let us know in the comments, because it gives Claire some good
ideas.
things to sort out. And obviously when we go out and do this, it's kind of like a service that we provide now, we hope, and entertain you as well.
We like to try and think that, don't we?
Yeah. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for what you want to see this coming year. Because this year we spent a lot of time doing independents. We left Caravan and Motorhome Club, and then we went back to it. And discovered CLs.
Really like CLs, so we'd like to go to some more CLs, I think.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back in the van, because we're going to really go for it, aren't we?
We'll try and venture a bit further. We've been limited due to our jobs, haven't we?
Well, and that brings us on to the next thing. So, because we've been doing this 3 years now, campsites that are on this doorstep, we haven't done them all, but we've done quite a lot, and we've done quite a lot of the areas. So it's making it quite tricky for where we are, because, as you know, we work full time. And sometimes we'd need a day to get to places that we want to go to. And then we've only got so many holiday days. So we're trying to work our way into a position where that's going to get freed up a little bit. But we've got to get there, haven't we? And we're in this. We've got a few obstacles this year to overcome, because obviously you guys want to see something different. We can't just go to like Bridlington every week.
We love Brit, don't we? But we
I go
can't
to
make a
Bridlington
video.
every week. I go to Robin's Bay every week. In fact, that's the other side of doing this. Because there's places that I love that I don't think I'm going to get back to for a while.
I
because,
like Filey.
Yeah, but we've been, you know. So unless you want to see like Filey 2026, which you might do, and if you do, then we're happy to go, aren't we?
Yeah, love it.
So that's a challenge for us.
It is.
And then that brings us on to something else where we've got to 2026. We think is going to be a really good year for the channel. Because after 3 years, we've got it into a position where we could do some big moves.
Oh, is this the big year?
It could be where we do some big moves. You'll notice on this channel that we don't do like paid sponsors and things like that. And we've done that for a reason, because we don't want to be doing like bits and bats of stuff. We wanted to get the channel into a position where we could maybe get like a value of sponsor.
Yeah, we're holding out, aren't we?
A sponsor of value, I mean. That something that, you know, you would
We
like.
really believe in, something we really believe
And
in.
a good partnership with somebody, and that's we've got some talks ongoing with that. So
It's not Marks and Spencer's though, unfortunately.
not yet, but they could come on board. It's a bit like Sheffield Wednesday, isn't it? We're waiting. We've got
Yeah,
people.
it's not
you know,
Madry either. Or mini cheddars, but
well, so and if that happens, then that's going to open things up
yes.
considerably for us, but we've just got to get there. So, and the thing is with that, it'll be a light touch if we do that. You know, it's not going to be in your
Don't
face
worry.
like where we're all geared up in merch
mini
and things
cheddar
like that.
t-shirts. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Can you get a mini cheddar t-shirt?
I don't know, but I'd have one if you could.
Would you?
I love mini cheddars. Yeah.
Maybe a polo. I think that'd look
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, they've not been in touch.
Like
so.
a half-eaten mini cheddar as logo.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, however, there's things that we can do right now that's going to help us, because I think this is probably more my fault than yours.
Oh.
We take too much on.
We possibly. Well, no, we do. We take too much on, yeah.
Now, the thing is, if you're regular to the channel, you'll know that it was October, end of September, October, and we were toast.
Tired.
We were
Really
so
tired, yeah.
tired, working full time and then doing all these videos, and we thought, you know what, we're going to have to cut back.
It was a happy tiredness.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we thought we were going to have to cut back, but we went, and I think we had a day off in Egypt, and then we were ready to go again.
Yeah,
and
it's strange.
What that made us realise is that we just, despite we've got goals, what we want to do, and places we want to see, and things that we want to do, but I think I'll say that again. Fundamentally, we just enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I love it. I'm really into it now.
You know, and if I think I've never stopped like just filming.
We think about it all the time, don't we?
And sometimes, if we do get a minute, which is rare, but we've watched videos from before, or we're going to put a section of a video back into another one just as a reminder when we're talking about it, just as a reference. So we watch it back and it's great, and at some point we'll watch all these back.
Yeah.
But one thing we realised there is that cutting back on the videos isn't what we want to do. It's not the videos that we need to cut back on. So, but we do need to cut back on some things. And we've got a bit of a plan going forward for that, but there's something immediate that we're doing, and I think it's only fair to let everybody know so that you're not wondering, because people are going to be messaging and it's just going to add to Claire's workload. But you'll know that we've been doing some radio work, and we've really enjoyed it, but we're going to step back from it. We need to concentrate on what we're doing.
On the videos for now.
Yeah, for our thing. So we've had a great time. We want to thank everybody for listening to us on there. But for now, we are not doing any radio work. However, we did release a podcast which was just tipping us toe in the water. And it's not really a podcast. I just wanted to see how many people are active on there from our audience. Because
we were quite impressed, weren't we?
yeah, actually, thank you for tuning in. All they are at the minute is just the audio from the videos.
At the minute.
But if there's a demand, because we'd love people to be able to tune in to us as you're on your way to wherever you're going, And obviously YouTube, you've got to watch it, which is not a great idea if you're driving. I'm not recommending it.
Not at all.
No, don't do that.
But I listen to podcasts in the car when I'm on the way to work on longer journeys, so it's ideal for you if you're on your journey to a campsite somewhere.
Yeah, so that's something that we could develop, but we'd have to create like a different format and talk about different things.
We could get some special guests.
Who like?
I don't know.
Who's going to want to come on?
We could get some really good guests on there.
Like who?
I'm not sure yet.
Lionel Blair might want to come on. Julia Bradbury's got a camper van, I think.
Yeah.
Paul Merton.
Paul Merton. Oh, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
If you know Paul Merton, tell him to ring us, we'll get him on. We can talk, we can trade stories. Let us know in the comments if you do that. You can get it up on your phones easy. I think one of the things is people don't know how to access them. So, but some people do. You can get it through your Apple Music, Spotify.
Currently it's on Spotify, isn't it? But you can't find it on Apple yet.
No, that's because I've run out of time to put a backdrop up.
But we'll
that's
change
the only
that
reason.
in the future.
We can do. That's if there is. Like we say, what we've got to do is we've got to really focus on what you guys want.
Yeah.
And what you're going to engage with, and anything that's not growing or getting those numbers, then
We can't do it.
We can.
So there's no point having Paul Merton on one of our podcasts if nobody listens to it.
Well, they'd listen if Paul Merton came on, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'd like to think so, yeah.
He's got like shows and everything. But what famous people have got caravans and camper vans?
I don't know, but Bob Mortimer likes van life.
He likes van life. He likes to struggle though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's...
I'm one of his biggest fans. I'd love it for him to come on. I've read all your books.
Yeah, but he don't watch us. He watches everybody apart from us.
Yeah.
So if you're on YouTube, you get this thing called YouTube Studio. It tells you like all your numbers and what you're doing. In 2024, we had 3,378,522 views.
So 3.3 million views.
Yeah, nearly
Nearly
3.4. Yeah, that's what we had in 2024.
Okay.
2025 up to now, and we're still not at the end of it.
Yeah.
We've had 5,327,076 views. So that's probably
million
with
more.
what we do, it's going to go to 5.5 million this year. So it's over 2 million views more.
Wow.
That's a lot. Watch time is interesting. So this is how many hours have actually been watched.
Okay.
So on YouTube for our channel in 2024, we had 503,147 hours.
It's a lot of hours watching, listening to your
Watch time.
jokes.
In 2025, we doubled that, 1,02,801. So that's where we are. It's exciting, isn't it?
It's really
It's
exciting.
unbelievable to think that when we bought an iPad
3 years ago.
3 years ago, I thought it were amazing that we could do a little video of Pablo on Formby Beach.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
So, and that's kind of how it all started, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And yeah, and this is where we are. So we want to thank everybody for that. We've got a video coming out next week. We'll see how we get on. Because it's Christmas, it might be one video, it might be two. We're going to see what happens.
We're not sure yet, are we? But
No.
thank you so much for subscribing.
Yeah, and if you're not, then check.
Please check.
And if you subscribe, it'll be the best Christmas present that we've got.
Change your life.
That's it. And then after next week, we are into it big time. We're back in the van. We are going to absolutely smash all these campsites and give you some inspiration so that when you're ready to maybe do your big holidays, you've got some choices. So we'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Bye.